Hello and welcome everybody to another Duskmourn House of Horror draft. I'm Paul Cheon and today we are sitting at rank number 15. We had an okay teamer deck. Admittedly, I've been drafting a lot of teamer, but it works. And we ended up going 5-3, but we lost ranking as a result. But you know what? I'm feeling good about today. Hopefully we can go back into the single digits after this draft. Now, before we hop into this draft, I just wanted to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Go to TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering and TCG singles and sealed product needs. If you want to buy some booster boxes of Final Fantasy, Edge of Eternities, Spider-Man, or you wanted some singles for your collection or for your constructed decks, check out TCGplayer.com. Make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Also, go to HeavyPlay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. They are your one-stop shop for all things deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, all that good stuff to make sure you're ready to go for your next tabletop gaming experience. Go to HeavyPlay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Swing by the booth at one of their at MagicCon or an SCGCon to get 10% off in person as well. Alrighty. Can we do something different? You know what? Oftentimes the rares will help dictate that. Okay. Roaring Furnace Steaming Sauna is a really fun one. Stay Hidden, Stay Silent is also a really, really good removal spell. I don't think anything else particularly comes close. You know, Insidious Fungus, Cathartic Parting, Withering Torment, Final Vengeance. These are all fine cards, but it's really between Roaring Furnace and Stay Hidden, Stay Silent. But let's take the rare. This card's just sweet. It's just like either side of this card is something that I'm happy putting into my decks. If you can pick it up, obviously that's really strong. Oh, and wow, speaking of ways to pick it up. So this is really, really interesting. It's between Fear of Isolation and Threats Around Every Corner. I mean, the uncommons here are absolutely outrageous. They're all very, very good. But for me, the two that stand out to go with the Roaring Furnace are one of these two. Glimmer Seeker is obviously very good, and so is Fear of Being Hunted. It's solid. But man, what do I take? I'm going to take Fear of Isolation. We've drafted a lot of these green decks, so I'm going to take this, and hey, maybe we can draft a Blue-Red Rooms deck. Maybe we're still green, I don't know, but I think Fear of Isolation after picking up Roaring Furnace is really, really cool. So I want to take this here and see where this goes. Oh, wow, that's a late-ish Sheltered by Ghosts. There's also a Glimmer Burst, and I think those are really the only options. Here's the thing. I love Glimmer Burst. I also like Sheltered by Ghosts, but the thing is, if I'm blue-white, like, can I splash the Roaring Furnace? I suppose you can, and it's just a really powerful card. I'm going to take it because seeing it pick 3 might be a sign that blue-white enchantments is open. I mean, Glimmer Burst is also very good, but this is a more powerful card. I have had bad experiences with this personally. Like, I play it and my opponent just kills my creature and, you know, it's just bad. But, you know, the numbers dictate that this is indicate that this is a really, really strong card. So why don't we take it and then just kind of see what's available? But I do love Glimmer Burst, and I haven't actually drafted a single Glimmer Burst just yet. Pack 1, Pick 4 gives us nothing in blue-white, nothing in green. There is a Growing Dread, which is by far the best card in this pack, so I'm just going to take it here. But, you know, fully aware that green might not be where we need to be, and this is an interesting pack. I mean, there's Wickerfolk Thresher, there's Wary Watchdog, there's Glimmer Burst, there's Manifest Dread. A lot of good stuff here. I'm just going to take the Glimmer Burst. Like, if there's one color I know that I probably want to be here, it's blue. These green cards are certainly fine, but I do think Glimmer Burst is better than these 2-mana creatures, and I think it's kind of close with Wickerfolk Thresher, but I don't know if I'm 100% green, so let's just take the Glimmer Burst there. All right, Pack 1, Pick 6. See, here's the thing. I'm not seeing any of the blue-white stuff other than the late Shelter by Ghost. Like Gremlin Tamer, Inquisitive, Glimmer, Optimistic Scavenger is kind of where you want to be. None of these cards. Glimmerlight I do like, and it's a cheap thing to play, and I just don't think I'm going to miss out on a Bashful Beastie that much, so I'll take it here. We'll see where this goes. All right, Pack 1, Pick 7, there is a Flesh Burrower. Certainly not seeing a ton of red here, so if I do anything, it'll likely involve me splashing for the Roaring Furnace. This pack is fairly weak. I can take Flesh Burrower if I want to go green. Like, there's not an indication that white is super open. And this is a fine 2-mana play. And I like it more than the Cheerleader, so I guess I'll just take it here. But it doesn't lock me in. All right, now I'll take a Grand Entryway here. It's pick 8, so that's pretty decent. And if I can get some good enchantment payoffs, this can be quite nice. So let's take that here over the Branch Snapper. Here there's a Cathartic Parting versus a Bashful Beastie. I guess if I end up in blue-green, I think the Parting is a little bit better, so let's just take that. Because you're just milling yourself a bunch, but, you know, there's obviously still a chance we end up in just, like, some blue-white deck. Here, I don't really like Shepherding Spirits, so I'm just going to take Thornspire Verge, in case we do end up in green with a splash. I mean, is white open? I can't tell. This is a big pick, actually. Friendly Ghost versus Moldering Gym Weight Room. I'm just gonna, you know, I don't know. I just have had so much success doing the green thing that I'm just leaning more into that than the white. So let's lean into that and see what happens. And we opened the best uncommon in the set. 2 copies of Oblivious Bookworm, and there's also a Spineseeker Centipede. I can still splash Sheltered by Ghosts. But yeah, let's take the Bookworm here. Nothing in blue-white that's particularly strong. Lionheart Glimmer's okay. But Oblivious Bookworm is just completely busted, so very, very happy picking that up. There's an Ethereal Armor if I wanted to do the enchantment thing. So Growing Dread here. Flesh Burrower, so my 2-drops are looking pretty solid. And yeah, I don't mind this at all. I don't know if I want to play the second copy of Cathartic Parting. Underwater Tunnel I do kind of like, so I think I'm just going to take it here. It's just another way to manifest and smooth out your draws. I do like it a fair amount. Good thing to pick up too to Fear of Isolation. We did pass threats around every corner though, so I don't know about... We'll see where this goes. Who am I kidding? If I find an excuse to go blue-green, I just end up going blue-green. And blue-white... It's weird. I think blue-white is a much easier, straightforward deck to draft. So I feel like people draft blue-white way more often than they draft like the multicolored green decks. Let me know if that's if that's an experience that you've also noticed when drafting this format. All right, bunch of like random enchantment-y cards, which I don't care too much for. I don't really want to splash for these white cards, so for me it's like between Flesh Burrower and Glimmerlight. And Glimmerlight in a blue-green shell is not particularly strong. Flesh Burrower is just alright, but I do think it's better than Tunnel Surveyor. I'm just going to take this just to have a 2-mana card in my deck, and I don't like Unwilling Vessel all that much. All right, pack 2, pick 4. Ooh, Shroud Stomper. I do like that. Lakeside Shack is interesting, but I think Insidious Fungus is quite good. So let's take this. Here, pack 2, pick 5. I'm not a big believer in Ghostly Keybearer. I do have 1 room, but for me, it's between Meat Locker, Twist Reality, Coordinated Clobbering. We already have a Glimmer Burst and a Roaring Furnace to draw cards along with the Bookworm. I think I'm more interested in interaction. Right now, we only have a Roaring Furnace as removal, so let's take Coordinated Clobbering here. Certainly on the lookout for interaction as for mana fixing as well. I'm going to take Unable to Scream here over Duskmourn's Domination. I think this is just an excellent removal spell, so very, very happy about that. Here, there's Say Its Name, Twist Reality, and Defiant Survivor. Certainly just going to take Defiant Survivor. We actually don't have any 3-drops, and it works really well with the Coordinated Clobbering that we picked up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 creatures, 10, 11, 12, 15 cards. So do like all of this. Honestly, we'll take a Meat Locker. Don't mind the first copy of Meat Locker. I think this card, you know... Oh, I forgot. This is a 4-mana creature as well. Oh my gosh, the Bookworm tabled. Okay, nobody is in blue-green. Okay? At least as a base color combination, there is nobody in the draft that is in blue-green specifically. Wow. Oblivious Bookworm tabling? Let's go! Okay, second Cathartic Parting, probably not going to play. Here, there's a Tunnel Surveyor. Don't think that's going to make it in. This pack has nothing. Let's take the Friendly Ghost. Alright. Oh my gosh, there's a Swarm Weaver. What's our mana fixing situation? I think I still have to take it here. It's just too good of a Magic card. Honestly, it's a better splash than Shelter by Ghosts. A lot of good cards in this pack, like Monstrous Emergence is obviously fine. But this Swarm Weaver is just too good. It's one of the best cards in the whole set. So I'm going to take it and, you know, put a high priority on mana fixing if I can help it. There is the Optimistic Scavenger. There's a fear of exposure, but after taking the Swarm Weaver with a Roaring Furnace, and it looks like I'm going to have more than enough playables here, I'm going to take Terramorphic Expanse. Oh my gosh. The Rollercrusher Ride? I mean, I gotta take it. This card's insane too. Okay, we got some bombs here, folks. Rollercrusher Ride, Swarm Weaver, double Oblivious Bookworm. Holy cow. All right, this is not a Rooms deck. Do I want Unable to Scream or Monstrous Emergence? I think I prefer the Unable to Scream, actually. Yeah, let's go ahead and take that. It's just, like, a lot cheaper, just more efficient, you know what I mean? And now my deck just wants to get to the late game here, right? So there's more removal, but I think I'm going to take the Razor Trap Gorge here. Like, the Thresher is fine, but we have enough ways to win the game with. And I'm splashing both black and red. So let's go ahead and take the Razor Trap Gorge. This is a very responsible pick here, because at this point, like, we have enough, right? And so for me, it's just, okay, I just want to make sure that I can cast my spells. And so let's take the Gorge, because that lets us splash the Roaring Furnace and the Rollercrusher Ride. I would love a Spineseeker Centipede. Oh my goodness. Alright, Tunnel Surveyor is definitely not making it in. Alright, Strangled Cemetery versus Manifest Dread. Ooh, that's close. I mean, I do love Strangled Cemetery. How much mana? Do we even have a lot of Manifest? Like, I'm wondering how good the Bookworms are. I'm going to take this. Manifest Dread looks really good here. I have 3 black sources. All right, I'm going to take the Manifest. Yeah. I mean, with the double Bookworm, we did make one responsible pick already. And so now, if I play one Swamp, that's 3 black sources plus a Muldering Gem. 4 black sources for a Swarm Weaver seems fine. Here we have Flesh Burrower number 3 versus Clobbering. I think I'm just going to take another Clobbering. So now our interaction's looking very, very good. There is an Etched Cornfield if I wanted to splash Shelter by Ghost. There's also Let's Play a Game, which is actually a really good Delirium payoff. I think I'm just not going to play Shelter by Ghost, and I'm just going to take the Let's Play a Game here. Let's take the red-green land here. Yes. Yes, please. Okay. Here, let's play the Chandelier, although you know how I feel about the Chandelier. All right, there is a black-white land. Oh, I'm just going to take the Slimy Aquarium. I just feel like I just want more Manifest cards in this deck, especially with double Oblivious Bookworm and the Growing Dread. There's the Branch Snapper too for more mana fixing. Monstrous Emergence. Holy cow, that late? That is crazy. All right, we actually have, like, we made some responsible picks and we still have cuts to make, which is a pretty good spot to be here. We just need to cut 3 cards. All right, let's see where this goes. Oh, wait, hold on. Somebody told me to do this. All right. Nope, that doesn't work. All right, we got to cut 3 cards here. Maybe this is still just not good. Like, just to be kind of more responsible with our mana, and I want to just make sure that I can prioritize the good cheap interaction, just because I feel like if I get to the late game, I am looking rock solid here, right? This is 15 creatures. Certainly one of these land cyclers can go, and I imagine the Branch Snapper is better than the Megalodon. Yeah, let's cut the Let's Play a Game. I do think it's a pretty strong Delirium payoff, but I think I like just good cheap removal that I can play on curve just to get to the late game more. So I think the last cut here, I just feel like I need my creature count to be high. It's Meatlocker and Cathartic Parting, and I think it's really close. I have 2 Bookworms and a Glimmerburst and a Roaring Furnace to draw cards with, so I think I can overdo it on that. And I like the idea of being able to, like, shuffle stuff back into my library, especially after I manifest some of these bombs back in. So I'm going to cut the Meatlocker. It sounds kind of crazy, but I just feel like I have enough card draw in my deck where I don't need it. All right, let's take a look at our colors here now. Mostly green. We want lots of blue and green. 1 red and 1 swamp make a lot of sense. This gives us 5, 6, 7, 8 green sources and 7 blue sources. and then 9 green with the Slavering Branch Snapper. I feel like this is about as good as it gets, to be honest. So let's give this a whirl. The mana still isn't perfect, but I think this is, like I said, as good as it gets. All right, let's give this a whirl. All right, now before round 1 starts, just wanted to say that if you've been enjoying all this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Big shout out to all the patrons here. Really do appreciate all of your support. Access to the Patreon will give you access to my Discord channel, which I believe is a really great way to join an awesome community of folks also looking to up their limited game. Just a really awesome community of people there. You know, we have trophy picks, what's the picks, spoiler discussions, all kinds of good stuff, all in the Discord if you join the Patreon. Also, I do monthly videos that I make specifically for the Patreon and monthly streams as well. Man, I could have legitimately gone 5 colors here. If I had more Spineseeker Centipedes, I could have really gone off the deep end, but I think I'm still overall pretty happy with what we ended up with here. All right, opponent on the play here, going to keep this. 2 islands with a Terramorphic Expanse. I have an Oblivious Bookworm. I'm gonna lead with this. I know I can, like, get a forest with the Branch Snapper, but I think it's important for me to play the Bookworm on 2. Oh, there's the Gremlin Tamer. Huh. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I'm just gonna get... Hold on. Ah! Yeah, let's just get the green, whatever. Okay, that's a Growing Dread. I'm not gonna mess around with this Gremlin Tamer. Fear of Isolation. Alright, so 2 premium uncommons from the opponent here. Alright, fair enough. Let's pitch the island. Because I might actually want to get a forest with the Branch Snapper, we'll see. Also, we drew the Monstrous Emergence, obviously, which is quite good with the Branch Snapper. Okay. We drew Glimmer Burst. 4 cards in hand. Super dead. Alright. Always loot. Gonna pitch the island. I will Forest Cycle here, though. Black Source for the opponent. And we almost had Delirium. Drowned Diner. Okay, sure. That's a really good card. Now, they did take a turn off, so that's good for us. We're going to be able to get some value here. They are Esper enchantments. All right, and we have a Bleeding Woods that we can't really do much with right now. I could kill the Fear of Isolation. All right, let's lead with Growing Dread because that's going to draw us a card. We hit Defiant Survivor, which is quite good. That's really funny, though. I'm just debating whether or not I want to save this Coordinated Clobbering. I think I do, because I want to be able to flip the Defiant Survivor, right? And that's a good use of my mana, too. So let's attack. Let's play the Forest. Let's draw a card. Oh, but if I flip next turn, then I can draw even more cards. Okay, well, this is... Sure. I sure hope they don't have a way to tap the Savior of the Small. Okay. Super interesting. I will flip it up, though. Alright, so let's go red, blue. This is 4 damage, right? Fair enough. So maybe I kill the Fear of Isolation here. And this has hexproof, so I can't do anything. Okay, we get to manifest. And then we get to draw a card. And we hit the Rollercrusher Ride. So what happens if I have Delirium? It deals double that much damage to X target creature. So I can do this for 3, and I can deal 6 damage to 3 things. If I read this correctly. It deals X damage to up to X target creatures, yeah. And I have Delirium, which is obviously insane. But they can get something back, which is obviously good. I'll take it. Oh, puts it into their hand. Okay, sure. They can get Gremlin Tamer or Fear of Isolation back. They got Gremlin Tamer. Sure. Okay. Oh, it looks like they're going to go for Meat Locker here. Probably don't want to target this thing. 3 cards in hand. I mean, they have a very, very good enchantment deck. Oh, look at that. And they're going to Meat Locker. So this is going to be a huge turn for them. But I have the Rollercrusher Ride, so... If I draw another land, I can... Does this go to the face too? No. Okay. Sure. Alright, well... The important thing is we kill the 3 big things, right? So that's still fine. Like this, this, and this, maybe? Alright. Kaboom! I have 16 cards. Now, do I want to attack with Defiant Survivor and trade with these 3 tokens? Sure. They have 2 cards left in hand, you know what I mean? This is fine. If a source you control will deal non-combat damage to permanent. Okay, so like even fight spells and stuff, it works very, very well with. And by losing all their creatures, they can't even use Elegant Rotunda very well. So this is good. And now like Cathartic Parting also looks pretty good, right? We get to shuffle good stuff back in. 2 cards left and a Meat Locker, sure. Okay, this card is super locked down. We have 14 cards left in our library. Not really interested in Steaming Sauna, honestly. I think Weight Room seems quite nice here, though. Ooh, Swamp or Flesh Burrower. Oh, I guess it doesn't really matter. Alright, let's just do Flesh Burrower. Let's draw a card. I have other ways to generate black mana in my deck. Alright, they're drawing some cards. I just feel like I'm up way too many cards here. So I'm feeling decent about my position here. But I do need to find a way to close out the game. So that's pretty important. So like, trying to naturally draw Cathartic Parting is a pretty big part of my game plan here. It's another Oblivious Bookworm. Man! What do you do when your opponent has it all? I'm just kidding. Okay, I don't want to actually... Is it a... You may draw a card? I don't know if I want to draw cards now. I don't know. It's kind of tricky. Okay, that's good. Just thinking, I'm at 10 life. We have 7 cards left. There is, again, there's a Cathartic Parting still in my deck. So that's important to know. And they're going to hit a land pocket soon. Although, actually, they've gone through 9 lands, so they have 8 lands left in their deck. But this, I mean, this is a really good game. Oh, I also have a Fear of Isolation, which I can use to pick up. Okay. Enduring Innocence, huh? Does this exile? No, just destroy. I mean, just killing a 2-1 lifelinker still seems fine. Alright. Ooh, there is the Cathartic Parting. Although I kind of wish I didn't kill this anymore. Fair enough. What's in my graveyard that I want to shuffle back in? Probably just all the big cards and all the big removal spells. They have 2 cards left in hand. I could also theoretically wait. I have 6 cards. Although it does get dicey. It absolutely gets dicey here. Now let's shuffle this back in. All right, so let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. So we have 6 cards left still. We have a Fear of Isolation with the Rollercrusher Ride, which is obviously quite strong. They have 3 cards in hand. Let's see what they do. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I can Fear of Isolation and still Rollercrusher Ride for 3, which is obviously quite strong. That is a Glimmer Seeker. They might Elegant Rotunda here. The question becomes, do I want to... Ooh, they played a... Okay. Like, do I just double block here? Like, it's not bad, right? Just double blocking? I don't need to go crazy with the Rollercrusher Ride. Okay, that's a Glimmer Seeker. Alright, alright, alright. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's just a matter of us closing out our opponents. But, like, manifesting definitely feels to be on the weaker side of things I could be doing. Yeah, I don't know. This is really tricky. Yeah, I'm just gonna play it like this. And the question is, do I want to, like, loot? Probably, right? I have 4 cards left. Alright. I have 3 removal spells. 3 cards left in my deck. Grand Entryway doesn't do anything. Piranha Fly also doesn't do much. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 damage. Ooh, Swarmweaver. Do I have any insect tokens? Okay, no. Now, I guess I need to be careful with just, like, straight up dying here, or... I will kill you. Alright, they're at 1. I'm just, like, trying to play around the sweeper, I guess. That's like, the only way I feel like I can lose, and I don't know. Like, I could have used the coordinated clobbering too, but... This is fine. They're at 1 life. I mean, I have 5 attackers. Nico, man, their deck is amazing. Yeah. Their deck is really good. Like, just the ideal blue-white enchantment deck. They have, like, a couple of filler cards, but lots of enchantments, exactly what you would want out of that deck. And it's just one of those situations where, like, the game went long and I drew my bombs. Like, I got to cast Rollercrusher Ride multiple times. I had a Swarm Weaver that I never got to play, but it's obviously very strong as well. So we just beat them with our bombs. All right. But that was sweet. Our deck doing exactly kind of what I signed up for. And I do like the fact that we kept that Cathartic Parting back in our deck. All right, we have all of our colors. We are on the draw, but yeah, I mean, this is a totally keepable hand here. Turn 2 Growing Dread into Moldering Gym into perhaps a Rollercrusher Ride, or maybe we can wait till we get Delirium to pull this off. Lead things off with a turn 1 Bleeding Woods. Red-white, okay. Little beatdowns. Toby? Goodness. Well, that's really good. Damn. Yeah, that's a good play. This is not an enchantment, right? And I don't have a big creature? Okay. Well, Moldering Gym is my only play here. I have 2 blue, 2 green, a red. Let's look at our deck. I have a black already. I have a red and a black. Is there any reason for more red or more black? I don't see it. Unsettling. This is a very good start from the opponent. We're at 15 already. And I have no creatures here. This is brutal. Look at this. I mean, this is why I opted for a higher creature count, but this is rough. Like, I think I just need to kill these two. It's not the ideal use of a Rollercrusher Ride, but I'm really just trying to keep my life total up. Like, obviously, I'd like to wait on the Rollercrusher Ride, but I just can't take 9 damage next turn, so gotta do what you gotta do. It's a 1-for-1 with Manifest Twins, which is not ideal. Splitskin Doll. Their deck is amazing. Woo! Props to the opponent. Look at this hand. Look at this hand. What does one do against such a hand? I gotta think here. Two cards. Not ideal. Not ideal at all. Alright, we're at 4 life. Oh my gosh, Arabella too? Damn. Okay. So what do I do? It's 4 to 20. I can technically potentially kill both of these creatures. If I go Slimy Aquarium, Monstrous Emergence on Arabella. And then Coordinated Clobbering on Toby. I mean, this should work. Let's see what they have. I mean, this is just like completely unbeatable hand. You know what I mean? Yeah, like my hand was incredible, but I mean, they just played turn 3 Toby and just like had removal, premium uncommons, like no shame in losing to one of the best Boros starts I've ever seen in this format, right? Like Splitskin Doll, Arabella, Irreverent Gremlin, Toby, Betrayer's Bargain. That was just such a strong start. Not much I can do. Oh, Percussionist too. Man, great deck, opponent. We almost got you. Almost. This name sounds familiar. All right, on the play, gonna keep this. Turn 2 Bookworm. Like, losing to a deck like that should not deter you. When you lose to a bad deck and you think your deck's good, that's one thing. But when you lose to that, you're just like, you know what? Good beats. I just got a text, by the way. This is actually a good buddy of mine from Seattle. Big time basketball fan. He comes, buddy of mine, he comes down with Marshall for the Summer League. And he actually just texted me that we're battling. I was like, this name sounds really familiar. I don't know why. I'm coming for you, Jay. Look at this. You mulliganed and I got a turn 2 Bookworm. How does it feel? How does it feel, friend? All right, what do I want to do here? Plains means Cathartic Parting could be good. But I'm going to discard it still. I think I don't want to chance like not having a land here. Scorching Dragonfire. Come on, man. I can't really complain, to be fair. All right. I guess I gotta keep this in my hand for the Monstrous Emergence. Ticket Booth, okay. Not ideal. I'm gonna just take the 2 here. I'm keeping this still for the Monstrous Emergence, but I'm just gonna cast the Glimmer Burst. That is a friendly ghost, okay. I guess we'll kill the friendly ghost. Alright, we have a red source for the Rollercrusher Ride, which we don't have Delirium for just yet. I do have a Coordinated Clobbering that I could also use to kill the friendly ghost. Maybe that's just better. They have 3 cards in hand. It just builds my board a little bit better. So why don't we go... This taps for green, right? Yeah, okay. Also, this helps me get Delirium. We have 3 types. Coordinated Clobbering. Alright. So what do we need? We need a creature. Another friendly ghost. Okay. They have 3 cards in hand. I mean, I can also just run out the Branch Snapper, which is also pretty good. Terramorphic, okay. Sheltered by ghosts? Gross! That is super gross. Okay. Alright, we hit Defiant Survivor. Oh, that's brutal. This thing is huge. They can hit me for 6 in the air next turn with it, too. See, let's see. If I Surveil... No, that doesn't work either. I need to put a creature in the graveyard. Oh, God. I'm not going to put that in the graveyard. I'll put this in the graveyard, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. So... Let's see. Rollercrusher Ride for 2. And I can pay the ward, right? All right. Let's see what happens. Big turn. Big turn here. Okay, Razorkin Horde Caller, sure. That's very, very good. So if they have turn inside out, I'm just dead. Right? So if they have turn inside out, I'm just dead. So should I play around turn inside out? The way to play around turn inside out is to block this here, and then play Rollercrusher Ride for 2, pay the ward, and then I'll be stabilized. Wow, they had turn inside out. Look at that. Look at us playing around turn inside out. Like champs. Look at us. Look at us go. Alright, we're at 4 life. So. Lots of options. Lots of options. I think Rollercrusher Ride makes a lot of sense here, and I think I just want to kill these two. Alternatively, I can do it for like 3 and kill these, but I think just killing these two and paying the ward is really good. And then we get to play Swarm Weaver next turn. Really ridiculously close game, by the way. Ridiculously close game. I love it. You love to see it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Okay. 22 versus 4. Wow, that was a menace creature too? Holy cow. Alright, well, all these bombs. Good luck, sir. Friendly ghost? Oh my gosh. Okay. It gets double strike. I guess we'll block. Alright, fear of isolation? I'm sorry, Jay. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. Alright. We have a flying blocker here. Good game. Woo! I had to do all the things to win that game. Like his deck was like okay. It wasn't even that insane, right? It had like a bunch of friendly goes. I literally had to do all the things to barely win that game. Is my deck worse than I think it is? Or are these beatdown decks just the answer? The key point, the key move there though was playing around the turn inside out. Because a lot of people would have double blocked the Razorkin Horde Caller and just lost on the spot. Whew, okay. That one feels good. It's always good to just, you know what I mean? It's always good to beat on a friend, right? It's just like, it's just a good feeling. That sounded kind of wrong. You know what I mean. Anyways, our hand here is obviously ridiculous. The question is, do I run out the Bookworm here? Or do I just try to go for a ramp option? I'm gonna go for the ramp, because they have like nowhere to run here, and I think using this to ramp is a very strong play. If I draw a land, obviously that's really good. You may put a land from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. So red-green land. So yeah, I'm going to take it slow here. Let's go ahead and play Moldering Gym. Use this to get the black source. Play this. Do I want a blue? It's actually interesting. Unsettling Twins, okay. I don't think I'm using the Roaring Furnace here, so probably not. I think my plan here is to just get an island. I think having a second blue is really nice. And then I can go Bookworm Manifest Dread. Oh wow, they actually hit a creature though. Kind of changes things a little bit. So we go Bookworm, Manifest Dread. You can't flip up. Alright. Boom. That was a really good turn. We played two things, drew a card, and, you know, killed whatever the Spectral Snatcher was going to be good on. Alright, they got the Oblivious Bookworm, sure. What the hell? Why is this attacking? They just have jump scare? I don't know, whatever. Okay. Ooh, Cathartic Parting. I mean, not really super, like, it doesn't matter that I get this back right now. What does this have, Ward 2? I'm gonna hold this land in my hand because I have the Roaring Furnace. I don't know if that's correct, but this allows me to deal 4 damage to something next turn, which I think can come in handy. And they absolutely represented jump scare there with that attack, so we'll try to play around it if we can. Ritual Chamber. Woo! That is a good Magic card. So is the Rollercrusher Ride. What are your thoughts? How do you all feel about the Rollercrusher Ride here? Oh my gosh. So we do this for 3. And I guess they can, like, make a really bad arena. Which I think I'll let happen, right? Just clear out the board here. Hit them for 7. Wait, it was a land? It was a blue-green land? What the hell? Alright, this is interesting. I actually should have played the land. That was a mistake. The reason being is if I do draw a land, I get to go Roaring Furnace and flip this thing. Okay, Terra Stomper, sure. Or Shroud Stomper, okay. They're at 12 life. It's not a demon, right? Okay, so we'll make you unable to scream. We'll Haumph you. Put you to 5. Now, these are both lethal. If they Unholy Annex, they're in a bad spot. And we still have card draw opportunities here. Unable to scream. I can also use Cathartic Parting there. And I have Roaring Furnace for 3 damage. 2 cards in hand for the opponent. Now, if they get back the Shroud Stomper, it's not good. Okay, that's not good. This card's very good. Coordinated Clobbering. Tap 1 or 2 targets, each deal damage equal to their power. Huh. That is very, very interesting. I think I'm going to lead with this. Yep. Alright, I mean, they had a sweet deck. But guess what? Our deck's sweeter. The Rollercrusher Ride has been absolutely ridiculous. Quick Delirium, GG's. We're playing against other good decks with lots of other bombs. But turns out, when you pay 6 mana to kill 3 of your opponent's biggest creatures, that'll get it done. Alright, on the play here, no blue sources. But I do have a Manifest Dread and a Coordinated Clobbering on the play, so I think I'm going to keep. Obviously, like, with 1 island, my entire hand gets unlocked here. Moldering Gym is also a card that we can draw that gives us the blue source that we might want. So that's good. Okay, losing an island is not great, but manifesting a Defiant Survivor is obviously always nice. I don't know. I mean, they could have a removal spell, but I'm going for it. Yeah. Like a red-white deck with Seize from Slumber is not all that great. I mean, this is a fine card, but... you know, obviously if they have Scorching Dragonfire, they have Scorching Dragonfire. But I feel like they would have used that anyways. I don't know. I mean, this is... we've been playing against a lot more Boros recently. Like, I just need a blue source. That's all I need. Okay, never mind. They're playing some jank. They are playing some jank. Some Jeskai? Okay, what you got for me? One island is all I need. Or a Moldering Gym. Come on, deck. Now, full disclosure, like, my deck will lose to mana draws every now and then. We have, what, 7 blue sources plus a Moldering Gym, so 8. It's a Meat Locker, okay. This deck is wild. It's a Rollercrusher Ride. Yeah. I mean, and they're just getting to do all the things, you know what I mean? This is so... Come on. This is frustrating. You know what I mean? This is... Really? We're just going to draw every single blue card in our deck? They should have drowned Dinard. Whatever. Yeah, they should have done this first. If they discard a small creature, they could have gotten it back. So I think that was a misstep. But it doesn't matter. Like, I'm not able to play Magic right now. So it just... Ugh. Gosh. Okay, here we go. Monstrous Emergence doesn't do it. As Monstrous Emergence deals the damage and not the creature. I don't know. Alright, I mean, sure. Now I feel like if I draw an island, it's too late. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they have... I did that to save my sanity, okay? That was just a... Yeah, I mean, it was kind of a close keep in my opinion. Lots of draws at an island, or green spells to cast, but we just kept drawing blue cards, and if that happens, we're just going to lose. All right, all right. I have stabilized mentally, and I'm ready to go. Opponent on the play. This hand looks totally fine. I will say that my fight and bite spells definitely feel a little bit worse than I would have anticipated. All right, let's go Underwater Tunnel. Make sure we hit land drop number 3 here. I'm just going to keep both. I want to draw land number 2, 3, and number 4, to be honest. Nashi. Okay. What do you do when it deals... Okay. I'm not entirely sure what this thing does. Let's see. Oh, they got a Fear of Isolation back? That's cool. Oh my gosh. What? We're just getting completely blown out now. Alright. I would love to draw a green source. I'm going to go Growing Dread, so I'm not going to actually get that island. No, there's the green source. They have 5 cards in hand. I don't want that Nashi to get out of hand. Like, it's such a bad use of my mana, but like if I played a Defiant Survivor and then they kill a creature and then draw another card, I just don't want that to happen. They can play Fear of Isolation, picking up with the Cursed Windbreaker, which also gets them about... And they milled Meat Locker and Glimmer Burst. So their deck is chock full of action. Erratic Apparition, okay. Unable to Scream. So obviously we're going to hold off on that until they play the Fear of Isolation. I can't block, so might as well attack, is my thought process here. Okay, we got to sneak in some damage. And I'll play Defiant Survivor. Yeah, but they've been hitting all their land drops. I mean, this is going to be a really good turn for... Like, even if they don't play Fear of Isolation, it's going to be bad for us. And if they do, they get to go Fear of Isolation, picking up Cursed Windbreaker, and then playing Cursed Windbreaker, which is also just a really strong play. Okay, unable to Scream. Did we miss a land drop? Yeah, we did, unfortunately. Okay. So they hit us for 5. What the heck? Alright. Fair enough. So everything flies. Let me think. So the question is, do I want a Cathartic Parting the Fear of Isolation? Or do I want to just start getting Manifest going? Like, I'm gonna do this, and then I can play Cathartic Parting on Unable to Scream to hit them with this and make a Manifest. That would involve me taking 3 damage next turn. It's probably what I should do. Do I have Delirium cards? No. I mean, I'll take the Clobbering, I guess. Everything flies. So let's just attack. Alright. We get to Manifest. They have a Cursed Windbreaker. We have an Insidious Fungus, which allows us to kill this Fear of Isolation. If I draw a Clobbering, I can use that to also kill more flyers. I don't know. But anyways, like, there's only like one way I can play this game right now. Oof, stay hidden, stay side. Their deck is really solid. I will say, of my finishes so far, if I lose here and go 4-3, this is without a doubt. This would, without a doubt, be my most disappointing finish. Just based on what I believe to be the power level of my deck. This one's tough. They have Counterspell mana too. Look at how they tapped. Ugh. I want to kill this thing, I think. I think they have a Counterspell. Oh, geez, okay. That is also quite good. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like, this deck is insane. Like, these blue cards are all incredible. I haven't seen that many good black cards, but this is just, like, mono blue control. And it's lining up very, very well against our deck. Like, we actually have a good amount of interaction, too. And I'm kind of doing the thing here, but it's just not enough. Like, I'm going to take 4 damage here. They're just going to have way too many flyers for me to answer. So, yeah, I mean, I don't see myself winning this game, to be honest. Wait, you have a 2-drop as well? Oh, another unable... Yeah, this... I mean... people are starting to figure out this format. It certainly happens, so it is what it is, right? This one sucks. It really does. At least I got to beat Jay. Oh, man. I guess the clobberings were like a little bit on the weaker side. Maybe because I thought it was really good with my Death Touch cards, but something just didn't play out the way that I wanted to in this deck. And a lot of that was just like, the last game we lost straight up to our mana problems. The game that we lost before was to just the absolute most outrageous Boros start. And here, they just drew better than we did. Oh, we didn't even go 4-3. We went 3-3. Like, I really feel like this might be the best deck that we've drafted so far. Because this deck actually had good mana, right? Like, we had 4 lands. We had solid mana fixing. We had a good curve. We had great early interaction. Like, we had good things to do early. We had several bombs. Rollercrusher Ride, Roaring Furnace, Swarm Weaver, Double Oblivious Bookworm, Fear of Isolation, right? With 4, 5, 7 removal spells, a bunch of 2-drops, ways to recycle. I just feel like this deck kind of had it all. And we just ended up losing to a wide variety of different things. And of course, that happens. But man, I had way higher hopes for this deck. Like, this deck was like, with the double Bookworm too, I feel like this deck was really strong. Let me know. I mean, do you think this deck was good? Am I second guessing everything now? Like, I feel like this deck was really good. I've drafted this format a fair amount. I feel like this is a deck that trophies like half the time. But sadly today, it was not one of those times. Now, I will say, like I said, these fight spells seemed a little bit less good. I like the idea of coordinated clobbering with Defiant Survivor and Flesh Burrower, but a lot of our creatures, I guess, aren't that big. But still 1-mana spell. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think this is just, you can just chalk this up to the variant side of things. I think this deck was quite powerful, and I totally would have believed this one trophying, and we just ran into some really, really strong decks with strong draws, and our deck also lost to itself, which of course can happen in Magic the Gathering. But man, I wanted this one badly, folks. But you know what? It happens. We'll bounce back and try to do better in tomorrow's draft video. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've appreciated this content and wanted to support the channel in a different way, I do have a Patreon. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Big shout out to all of the patrons. Also check out TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. If you want to buy some booster boxes of Magic the Gathering sealed product, including Final Fantasy or Spider-Man, or you wanted some singles for your Standard, Modern, Pioneer, or Commander decks, check out TCGplayer.com, hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Last but not least, check out HeavyPlay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. They are your one-stop shop for all things Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories related. So deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes. They've got a ton of great magnetic technology that allows all of their products to snap into place. Really convenient, really awesome. Check them out. HeavyPlay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.